Hello. So we are going to start uh, the series of quantitative aptitude CAT 2025 algebra log 1. So this is the topic that we are going to start today. So we are going to see what is log, what kind of questions we are going to get, and is it extremely difficult or is it easy. So in my opinion, if I'm talking about log is not that difficult if you understand the basic concept of log. More or less, if you are going to get a question of log and you remember all the formula and you have practiced few questions of log, then log will be an extremely easy topic. You can easily solve the questions of log. So now let's understand. So what is the basic concept or basic definition of log? What does it mean? So it says that if I am saying log, if I'm writing like this, so this is called as base and let's is equal to c. So the definition of log says that b must be equal to a power c. This is the basic definition of log, means base power this should be equal to this number. For example, if I am saying log base 2 8, that is equal to x, what is it? So basically it means that 2 power x and that's equal to 8. So from here I can say 8 is equal to 2 cube. So that will give me that x is equal to 3. It means it says that which power of this number is equal to this number. So this is what defines log. So now what are the conditions? If I'm writing like this, then what are the conditions we are going to assume, right? So inside the log means I'm talking about this number. You can never have a negative number, as well as you can never have a number that is equal to 0. It means b should always be positive. Now what is the condition on this, on base? So it says that base should be positive. The base can never be negative, it is always going to be positive. As well as it says that base also cannot be equal to 1. Now let us understand with the very basic logic or very basic concept. So it says that, for example, if I'm putting log base 1 and let's say that is equal to 2 and let's say that is equal to x, so 1 power x equal to 2. So which power I'm going to give to 1 so that I'm going to get 2? That's not defined. That's the reason base can never be equal to 1. So you might think, what if base is 1 and b is also 1 and let's say that is equal to x? So I can say 1 power x is equal to 1. So x can be 1, x can be 0, x can be 2, x can be 5, it can be minus 2 as well. So if base is 1, the log itself will become not defined. B can be 1, C can be any number, C can be any real number, but base should always be positive. It cannot be equal to 1. Inside the log, we can never have a negative number. These are the basic conditions that we are going to talk about. Okay, now let's try to understand a couple of formula of this. So if I'm saying that log A base A and that is equal to something x. So I can say that a power x equal to a, it means x equal to 1, right? So basically log a base a and that is equal to 1. If I'm saying that log a base 1, log 1 base a, and which power of a I'm going to give so that I'm going to get 1. So basically it should be equal to 0 because a power 0 will always be equal to 1. So this is the basic definition of log, and with the help of basic definition and a few formula, we are going to solve more or less all the questions. Just you need to do what you need to do. You need to remember all the formula, and the question of log you will be able to solve more or less. It's a guarantee that you will be able to solve the question. So whenever so every year you are going to get 1 to 2 questions of log every year, and the chances of getting the answer right, if you're not making any calculation error, is close to 1. You are going to get, it's close to 100% chance that you are going to get it right. Don't be scared of log. practice some questions, and we are going to cover all the concepts of log. Okay, so now what is the next thing we are going to talk about? For example, if I'm going to say log a b power m, so that is going to be equal to m. This power goes in front, a b. So basically, if I'm saying that log base 3 to power 4, so it this 4 is going to get into multiplication. So this is going to be 4 times log 2 base 3. Now, if I have formula that is log a base b plus log a base log c base a. So if bases are same and it is being added, so it means inner values are going to be multiplied. If I have something b base a minus log c base a, so it is going to be equal to log of base a b upon c. So if it is addition, base is same, then this and this will be multiplied. If it is subtraction, then it is going to be divided. Okay. Now, what are the other formula we are going to see? So basically, we have already written down all the formula. I have just written down this formula, that this is log m plus log n is equal to log base b m into n. Base is common, right? Log m minus log n is equal to log of m minus n. Now, I think there is some typing error we got. So basically, it shouldn't be x, y, it should be x power y. So power comes in front, right? So I think this formula is also wrong. It is, this is m root n. So this is not equal to this. I think it should be equal to log base b n plus log base b root n. So root n can be written as 1 by 2 log base b n. So this is actually can be written like this. If it is given, so we have already seen that. So for, I think there are a couple of typing errors. Well, I'll change the formula if there is any error. So basically, this is not going to be equal to this. This is going to be this. Now, if I'm saying, let's talk about this one, right? So we have already seen that log base a b power m. So that is equal to m log, power comes in front, right? So that is power goes to multiplication, right? So it is a b. Now, if I have log base a b power m plus log base c c power n, right? So it can be written as, so basically I can write it as log base a, both values are going to be multiplied, so I can say it is b power m into c power n. This can also be written as m log a base b log b base a plus n log, sorry, it should be n log c base a. So basically this is equal to this. Both values are always going to be equal, right? Now I have log base b mn, so it should be n upon m, not n into m. It should be n upon n, and it should be n upon. Now, other important formula of log, if we are going to say, one formula of log is a base change formula. Now, what is base change formula? So if I have log base b, log b base a, it can also be written as log b upon log a. I will do it with example. So, and at a common base. Base can be anything. You can choose according to the question. It can be 2, it can be 3, it can be 5. So if I have log 3 base 2. So I am going to think of it as log 3 upon log 2. Now, if you see here, if the power is the value on the that is inside the log, this goes to multiplication. But what if? But what if we have this log a power m base has power and that is equal to b? So how we are going to manage? So it is going to be 1 upon m. This power goes to denominator and that is equal to, right? Now, if I have this log A, log B, base A, that can be written like this. That can also be written like this 1 upon log. And these two values are going to interchange. So it is going to be base B, right? And if I'm going to take example for this and this, so if I have log 2 power 3, let's say I'm writing uh, 7. So I can write it as 1 upon 3 log base 2 7. As well as I can also write it as 1 upon 3 log 2 base 7. So basically log 7 base 2, these two values are interchanged. So this is the formula, this is this formula, second one is this formula. If I'm saying a log a b, so that is equal to b only. Directly we are going to get that is equal to this. So these are the basic formula of log that we have discussed, and every question that we are going to talk about is eventually be dependent on these formula only, right? So write down the formula. I'll write down all the formula with point wise. So this is my formula number. This is the basic definition. So this is something everyone must know, because with this you can't understand log. So this is my statement 1, this is my statement 2, this is my statement 3, this is my statement 4, this is my statement 5, this is my statement 6, this is my statement let's take it this as, so how many statements we have written? So it is going to be one more, 6. This is my 7th one. This is going to be, mm, let me erase this. This is my 8th one. This is my 9th one. And this is my 10th one. So overall we are going to have 10 formula. So for example, what if you get uh, for example, we have log base 3 uh, root of 2. So how I'm going to write it? So basically I'm going to write it as base 3 log base 3 2 power 1 by 2, right? So because square root is power of 1 by 2, so basically 1 by 2 goes to front, so it is going to be 1 by 2 log 2 base 3. So this is how we are going to solve. Okay. Now I'm going to solve all the questions and understand how we are going to get the answers. Okay. So basically this is going to be my first question that has been asked in CAT 2008. So basically what I'm going to do. So we have already seen this formula that log a base b is equal to 1 upon log uh, base b a, right? Now everything is in this format. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a reciprocal, I'm going to write it in this format, and these two values are going to interchange. So my first statement is going to be log 2 base 100, okay, minus log 4 base 100 plus log 5 base 100. Then we have log 10 base 100. Then we have log 20 base 100. Then we have log 25 base 100. And lastly, we have log 50 base 100. Right. So now I got this. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use these two formula, that log base a b plus log base a c. So both logs are in addition, minus log base a d. So basically bases are same. So if bases are same, add in whatever values we have in addition, they are going to be multiplied. So b into c, and whichever value is in subtraction, that is going to be divided. So upon d. So this is what I have got so far. Okay. So I am going to write base is same. So log 100 base. Now in addition, I have 2 5. So 2 into 5 into 20 into 50. Whatever values we have in subtraction, which value do we have? 4. Then we have 10. Then we have 25. Okay, so what do we got? So 10 is 2 into 5, cancelled out. This is going to be 2. 4 5s are 20. So it is going to be log 110. Now basically I have to convert this into this. Okay, so how we are going to do it? So basically we can say it is log 10 10 square. Right. Now it has become in the format of log a power m b. So that is equal to 1 upon 2 log b base a. Fine. So it is going to be equal to 1 upon 2 log 10 base 10. And log a base a is equal to 1. So it is equal to 1 upon 2. So answer of this question is going to be option 1 upon 2. So how we are going to proceed these type of questions, that is using basic formula of log. And basically formulas are very important in log. And if I say that this formula is important and this formula is not, then I would be lying, because in every question you are going to use at least 3 to 4 formula. That is always there. So there is no question that is asked in one single formula. There are multiple formula that you are going to use. So your job is to remember all the formula that are there. Okay. Now let's move on to the next question. What does it says? So it says p cube plus q power 4 p cube, that is equal to q power 4, that is equal to r power 5, that is equal to s power 6. So what is the value? So what is the base over here? S. So I am going to calculate every value in terms of s. So p cube is equal to s power 6. So from here I can say that p is equal to s square. Okay. Q power 4, and that is equal to s power 6. So from here I can say that q is equal to s power 6 upon 4. So s power 3 upon 2. Okay. What is the next question? I'm going next value I have, that is r power 5 is equal to s power 6. So I can say that r is equal to s power 6 upon 5. Okay. Now my question is this. So question is talking about log base s p q r. Okay. So from here we are going to get log s. P is s square, q is s power 3 by 2, r is s power 6 by 5. Okay. So what I'm going to get, log s power 2 plus 3 by 2 plus 6 by 5. Okay, so this power is going to be in the product. So I'm going to say 2 plus 1.5 plus 1.2, then log s base s. Now this value is going to be 1. So this comes out to be 4.7. So which value is equal to 4.7? That is option D. So my answer of this question is going to be option D. This is an extremely easy question that is being asked in CAT. Now let's move on to the next question. What does it says? It says if log 5 base 4 is equal to log y base 4 into log 6 root 5. So what does it mean? So I am going to use this formula, log b base a. So I can say that it is going to be equal to log b upon log a, any common base. So base, I can choose the base. So I'm going to write this as log 5 upon log 4. It should be 5. Then on the RHS, I am going to get log y upon log 4. And because it is square root, so square root means power 1 by 2. So into bracket 1 by 2 log 5 base 6. So from here I can say this cancels out. Now I'm going to say log 5 is equal to log y into 1 by 2 log 5 upon log 6. Now, if you see log 5 cancels out. So what I'm going to get, I am going to get that log y, and that is equal to 2 times log 6, right? So basically, which formula I'm going to use now? That is log a b power m is equal to m log b base a. So basically, it is going to be log of 6 square, that is 36. So I can say y is equal to 6 square. So the question is asking what is the value of y. So value of y is equal to 36. So my answer of this question is going to be 36. And that's how we are going to approach the question. So again and again, I am saying that if you are using all the equations, all the formula, there is no question of log that is going to be difficult. Every formula of log is going to be easy. Now, every question. Now, let's see this question. What does it say? So first of all, try to understand this question. That this is a question that is of that doesn't have any option, right? So if it doesn't have any option, it means we are going to call it a theta question. Now what is theta? Theta is type in the answer. So whenever you are going to get this kind of question, you are going to get blank box, and there you have to type your answer. And in any theta question, the marking is +3. If you leave it, then 0. If you are not if you are doing it wrong, it is 0. But important point is, in theta the answers are always natural numbers. You are never going to get a negative value inside the box. You are never going to get a value that is in fraction. You are never going to get a value that is in a square root in this. So whenever you are solving a theta question, always remember that your answer should be 2, 3, 5, 7. It can't be 2 by 3. It can't be root 2. It can't be -5. So now let me start this one. What does it say? It is 2 into 4 into 8 into 16. Okay. Upon every value is given to us, right? So what we can do over here, it is so basically log 4 base 2. Which power of 2 gives me 4? So 2 power, right? So it is going to be 2 square into. Now, which power of 4 gives me 8? I don't know, right? Because it can't be 4 power 1, it can't be 4 power 2. So basically, I am going to write it as this statement. I am going to write it as 2 cube, 2 square, right? So basically, whatever this power is, this power goes in the multiplication outside. This power goes in the denominator, and then I'm going to get base 2. This becomes 1. So basically, this is going to be 3 by 2 whole power 3. Okay. Now, next value is going to be how much? It is going to be log 16. 16 is what? 2 power 4. Okay. 8 is 2 power 3. Now, I'm going to say this 4 is in the product. This 3 is going to in the division. Then I'm going to get log 2 base 2. And this is definitely going to be 1. So it is going to be 4 by 3 whole power 4. Okay. So this is what we have gotten so far. So 2 square is 4. This cancels out. Okay. Now what I'm left out, 2 into 8 into 16. I'm not going to multiply anything until unless I solve it properly. So it is going to be 3 by 2 into 3 by 2 into 3 by 2. Then what I'm going to get? I'm going to get 4 by 3 into 4 by 3 into 4 by 3 into 4 by 3, because it is 4 by 3 power 4. Now 1, 2, 3. These 3's are cancelled out with these 3's. 2 2's are 4. 1, 2 cancels out. 2, this is 2. Now this 2 is cancelled out with this. 4 4's are 16. This is cancelled out. Now 3 goes to numerator. So my answer is left out is going to be 8 into 3, and that is equal to 24. And that is the answer I am going to type in the box. So if I'm going to get this question, so I am going to type my answer like this, and this is going to be the answer of my question. Okay, now let's move on to this one. So it looks very tricky. Now what I can say, so how I'm going to solve it. So I am going to, first of all, this is 5 power 1 by 2. So I am going to write 1 by 2 directly. It is going to be log 5, and I am going to get 0.008. So 0.008, I am going to say it is 0.2 cube. So if you are unable to figure this out, that 0.008 is 1 by 2 cube, then until unless you can figure this out, you can't solve this question. So you need to figure out that this should be, this is how you are going to understand, this is how you are going to perceive the question. Okay, then what I am going to write, then I'm going to write log 81. I'm going to take it as 3 power 4, and log base root 3. Root 3 means 3 power 1 by 2 minus 7. So basically this is my question. Now this is the power in the denominator. So this goes to denominator. Okay. Now I'm going to have log 5. Now I have 0.2 plus this 4 is going to get into product upon this power goes to denominator. So 1 by 2. Then I am going to have log 3 base 3 minus 7. Okay. So I am going to have 1 upon 6. Now can I say log base 5? 0.2 is 1 upon 5, right? So can I say it is 5 power minus 1 plus 8. 3 base 3 has 1, so minus 7. Okay, so this is going to be what? Now this power goes to denominator, so 1 upon minus 6 log 5 base 5 plus 1. So I am going to get minus 1 upon 6 plus 1, and that is equal to 5 upon 6. That is my option C. So if you see, if you are not taking this power outside, then you might end up getting this as positive, and your answer might be 7 by 6, and that is also there in the option. So basically these options are there to confuse. Even if you do it wrong, there is a value that matches your option, matches your answer. So that's the reason, instead of plus minus, when you are doing plus or minus, you can still get it wrong, because these people are very tricky. They understand that you might miss a negative sign and you might get answer as 7 by 6, but it's not. You have to be very careful when you are solving the question like this. Okay, now let's move on to next question. What does it says? So it says that suppose log base 3x plus log y base 12, and that is equal to a, where x and y are positive numbers. Okay, so inside the log it's a positive value, inside y it is, inside log it is a positive value. G is the geometric mean of x and y. Okay, so what is geometric mean of two numbers? So geometric mean of two numbers is given as square root of x and y, right? Now question is talking about what is the value of log base 6g, and it is given to us that log base x is this log, and I need to figure this out. Okay, so I'm going to write it like this. So log base 3x, and that is equal to a, so x is equal to 3 power a. The basic definition of log that says that log b base a is equal to c, that implies b is equal to a power c, right? Similarly, I can say that y is equal to 12 power a. Okay, so I am just going to plug in this value, that is equal to square root of 3 power a into 12 power a. Now power is same, so if power is same, it means I can say it is 3 into 12 whole power a and square root. So from here I am going to get square root of 36a. Now what is 36? 36 is 6 square, so I can say it is 6 power 2a, right? So I can say it is 6 power 2a, square root is power 1 by 2. So it is going to be cancelled out. So it is going to be 6 power. Now I need to figure this out. So what I'm going to do, I'm simply going to plug in the value. So log base 6, g is 6 power a is going to be in the front. So a log 6 base 6, and that's equal to 1. So it is equal to a only. So my answer of this question is going to be option D. That is uh, uh, equal to a. So whenever we are going to get this question or these kind of questions in log, we can solve the questions of log. All the questions are not, no question is actually very difficult. If you grasp the basic concept and the basic formula of log, all the questions of log are going to be extremely easy for you. And with this, we conclude this session. Anyone has any doubts, so you can ask. And with this, we wind up the session. Thank you.